Hello, Wolves. By this time, you should have worked through your vocab, you should have read that Newsela article, and you should have done your 4 choice activities. Big shout out to Mr. Hyman for walking you through all of those. And now we're going to move on to our guided practice for the day, which is going to be about analysis and source analysis. So the directions. I have actually started a CCEAS paragraph for you, and you are going to complete it with the analysis and the source analysis. Okay, so the question that you are going to answer is, what forms of oppression did Hitler use? So now we've talked about how your source analysis should be the author's purpose or the author's intended audience. Now we can add in bias. And now I feel more comfortable with you guys also doing point of view and perspective. Some of you already were doing it, but hopefully through these online modules that we've had last week and this week, you also feel more comfortable doing it. So here is the paragraph that I have already written. Okay, so you have your context sentence. In the 1930s, when Adolf Hitler started coming to power in Germany, he did many awful things. So I am talking about, or in that context, I have seen now who and when, where, and what, right? Remember, the context introduces the topic of the prompt. My claim is that one form of oppression Hitler used during his time in power was his persecution of the Jewish people, known as the Holocaust. Then in my evidence, I have the title of the Newsela article, I have the author, and I have the time it was written. And then I have a piece of information that is explaining his persecution of the Jews and the horribleness that went along with it. I don't think horribleness is a word, but I've just made one. All right, so now if you scroll down, you see that green star, you are going to write an analysis sentence. So this is just here to help provide some clarification, but really this is where you're going to write your analysis sentence. Then, once you are done with your analysis sentence, remember the analysis is showing how does your evidence support your claim. When you're done with that, you're going to go to your source analysis, which is choosing one of those components of a SHIP analysis, and now bias, and you are going to complete it there. You only need to do one of these. You do not need to do all 4. You are doing one. Okay, so even if you don't want to do POV or perspective or bias, and you want to do intended audience, write it right here. Right, when you are done with that, you are going to complete your mastery check on Edulastic. Okay, and then you are done with module 2.